Shalom, Yasharala, all praise and glory goes to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep.
And the elders too as well, who put this hard work in.
The apostles, right?
Mhm.
Because a lot of you men, you thinking, you know more than the apostles. Look at all the men that fell out, man. Yeah. And guess what? The reason you fell out, if they was with us, they would have continued with us.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you didn't continue with us, because man, you ain't part of this gospel. You ain't part of this gospel, man. The main thing is fighting for salvation. You fighting for your the Bible says, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yeah, a lot of you, man, what you think, you just in this to be popular. We fighting for survival, man. This is a fight for survival.
We've been through the coolness of this years ago. The coolness of this truth been thrown out the window years ago. You know, we forsake, the Lord told us to forsake our family, forsake the old things, get rid of that old man spirit, put on this new man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord was, he been telling us to what to do. He been giving us instructions, you know. But at the end of the day, what is your reverend pig feet? What is your reverend pig pork molasses ass? What is he giving you? You know, he's giving you that prosperity doctrine here in Babylon the Great. You know, that's what he's giving you.
What it tell you in the Bible? It says, "Eat thy roll; it shall be sweet in your mouth, but bitter
in your belly."
Right? Exactly. So you gotta realize these reverends did not eat the whole roll. That's why these reverends ain't speaking according to the words of the prophecy.
And that's scary, because how can you try to talk out the Bible when you ain't even read the whole Bible? You know, that's scary, because somebody could come and confound you, somebody could trick you, ask you questions about this stuff. That's why the reverends never tell you to ask. That's why the reverends, number one thing is you can't ask no questions in church. They give you a certain day when you come ask questions, and then guess what? You still can't even ask questions.
So there's a book called Three Little Pigs. Imagine somebody trying to tell you the story of Three Little Pigs, but they did not read the whole full story of Three Little Pigs. They just stopped after the second house being torn down.
Come on, man. And that's how the church. That's how a lot of you reverends are.
Yeah, the reverends stuck in the Old Testament.
Man, they ain't stuck in the No Testament.
The No Testament.
Hell no, they ain't stuck in. No, they can't. 95% to 98% to 99% of them can't tell you a damn thing out the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? What can they tell you? You know what I'm saying? Now you do have the 1% that do know a little something, you know, and they done read the Bible and you know, and they took notes, but they still confounded on certain parts, and they just done rolled over them certain parts, huh? They just kept going, you know. But man, being in this truth, man, is a blessing, man. The Lord has revealed secrets to us, to the prophets, man. You know, He gave us eyes to see and ears to hear these things, and we can go against your top people if we want to, but we ain't in no debating spirit. We ain't in none of that spirit. You know, there's other groups that do that. You know, whatever it is to them, they get more likes on the YouTube, more power to them, whatever. As long as they're doing the work, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to do the work in righteousness.
Yeah,
I got something for
no
you.
doubt.
Lamentations 2:14. The prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity to turn away thy captivity.
Hey, we used to look at a lot of different things, man. A lot of different, things in society, you know, and try to cling on to them, man. Every of them was vain, man. There was a lot of shit was vain. A lot of us came from trying to study different things, man. Different philosophies that are thrown in front of us.
And what would that do as prophets? You done study false philosophies, and now you're pushing it on the people of children of Israel.
Well, that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, the Lord done pulled you out of that weakness. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't nothing but a sickness. And the scriptures speak about that daily.
And I'm going to read it again. Lamentations 2:14. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity. They turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and cause banishment. Right? They cause you to move away from the Lord. They don't cause you to separate from Yahweh Shai through what their false lies, their deceits, man.
But they didn't learn from their fucking leaders and fucking overseers, that false philosophies and shit. Them, Jake get locked up in jail. He learned Islam. You know, through different types of captivities, we learn different fucking weak ass philosophies and bullshit, man.
I got something for you, Matthew 24:11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
Mm-hmm. And then these times we're in, man. Look at these different false philosophies out there that are deceiving our people. And that's what the scriptures mainly speak about, because the Lord has given these other nations other fucking dignities and things they can worship.
Yeah, because you say Muhammad's a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't
right.
they say
but he ain't no prophet to us.
No prophet to us.
But he a prophet to Ishmael.
He can't.
And
guess what? He ain't a prophet to us. He can't tell us the future,
right.
and he cannot profit us.
Right. And let's be honest, that he ain't nothing but a stumbling block to Ishmael, because he ain't a real prophet to Ishmael neither. Our true Lord is a true real prophet to Ishmael, because he'll give you the prophecy of death coming to your ass, man, and destruction was getting ready to happen to your ass, man. But y'all point of dignity, man, something weak. It ain't supposed to be there, and that's what our people follow after, man. And that's why we're in the condition we in. We jacked up, man. They want to be this, they want to be that. I always bring out, our women like to put them damn dots on their hands, at certain times of the year. I don't know exactly what time of the year it is, but you'll see them. You'll just all of a sudden your girl go to work, or and then she goes to the nail shop with her homegirls and come back with some weird little polka dots on their hand, man. And a black woman just started doing that within the last 5 to 10 years. Before that, they wasn't taking on a lot of them customs. Some of them they were, but some of them they wasn't. They will take on those food customs too. They'll eat anything and everything. They're in the scriptures speak about against that, man. About how our women and how our people eat abominable foods, man. And this is another reason why they got bad health. They got bad health. They got stench comes from them, man. Certain odors come from them, man. You are what you eat, man. You got to realize that, man. A lot of the foods, a lot of the stenches come from the foods that you eat. But once again, your reverend ain't telling you that, man. These are the things that he ain't putting you on.
Oh, yeah. What mega church pastor and former OWN TV star John Gray hospitalized due to severe pulmonary embolism, right? Mm-hmm. Reverend Fat Ass. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Reverend green eggs and fried hams, man. We talking about pork. What these motherfuckers specialize in after church on Sundays, man? Ham hocks.
Plates down in the basement of the church.
Oh, yeah, they're in the basement of the church partying like a motherfucker, eating nothing but pork. Mm-hmm. They selling that shit, and who the main person who got to get that first plate? Reverend Biscuit got to get that first plate.
There was, I was watching one of these little specials that came on, towards the holidays, and just what you just said, nigga preacher. Yeah, we got the good ham downstairs and good everything, but the scriptures speak against you eating that. But they ain't gonna talk about that.
Let's get some verses on it. Let's get some verse on it. It says, Pastor John Gray and Relentless Church is in critical condition after being hospitalized last week due to severe pulmonary embolism, right? And let's go into that. Right, so we're gonna go to it says, I put in embolism. It says shortness of breath and chest pain, blood clot in lung, a condition in which one or more arteries in the lung becomes blocked by blood clot. Most times a pulmonary embolism is caused by blood clots that travel from legs, mm-hmm. or rarely other parts of body, right?
Because why is that? Because they just sitting all the time. They standing neutral all the time, Half the time they're not even standing, they sitting, man. Reverend Pickfeet might get a 30, 40 minutes sermon, they just ain't sitting. You got to realize the body is circular, man. The Lord made the body raw, man. Mm. The same things that happen at the top. Prolonged sitting. Yep, come on, man. I know that it's simple, man. People act like, so these things cause diabetes and other things. So when things get cut off from heavy people, they're not moving around like they're supposed to. You're supposed to move, man. The Lord made the body in a circular thing. So the same thing that happens up top is happening down low.
They happen down low first before up top. If especially them legs ain't moving, right? Because you got Reverend Pigfeet. What do? He only move on Sundays. He only move on 30 minutes for Sundays, right? Geek the church up next of the week, man. He eating good. Mm-hmm. I'm reading, it says, what causes the blood clots? Prolonged sitting, like the beloved brother just said. Often the case with travel when you are forced to sit in long periods in the airplane. Yeah, get the fuck out of the train or car now. Prolonged bed sets, often case of surgery, illness, pregnancy, smoking, obesity, birth control, pills, hormone replacement. Yeah, we got Reverend Biscuits. All he doing is just eating good and lying to the congregation of Yasharala. Go ahead, brother.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, man, because the Lord has we're a holy people to the Lord, man. This is real fast, John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments, man. And it's one of those commandments is food, man. Simple food, man. How simple is that, man? You know?
And how to eat righteous, man. Get more herbs to your system, man. Get more vegetables in your system. Mm-hmm. Don't eat no fucking pork. Don't eat that swine, man. Don't eat the abominations, man. You know, Jake in down south up north, right? These big ass preachers eat pork, shrimp, lobster, anything that's abominable.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing? You eat them abominable things. This is 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and the spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you, man. Once again, the Lord demands a higher degree of us of eating, man. You know what I'm saying? He set us on a higher pedestal over these other nations, man. He gave us holy foods to eat, man.
A method of operation,
man.
To survive.
Exactly, man. You know how hard is that? A basic method of
basic. He said, "My words are not grievous."
Mm-hmm. If any man defile the temple of Yahweh, him shall Yahweh destroy. For the temple of Yahweh is holy, which temple ye are, man.
And yeah, fuck Reverend Pig Feet. Shalom.
Shalom.